My topic for the presentation today is martial arts training for older adults. One interesting thing that I found about martial arts is although they are intense sports and exercises, it's quite common to have older people being the representative figures across the disciplines. For example, here on the left is a picture of Ip Man, who is the founder of Wing Chun, and on the right is Helio Gracie, which is the founder of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. The figures of them resemble the belief of knowledge, wisdom, and honor. And here are some benefits of martial arts training for the adults in general across the discipline. It's a total body workout, so it's great exercise for both the cardiovascular system and the muscular strength and endurance. It's a great exercise for the cognitive system, improving coordination and balance, which are the key aspect of fall prevention, and memorization training, remembering the movements and techniques. Okay, the first style of martial arts I'm gonna be talking about is boxing. And I found the article called Boxing for People Over 50 Years Old. And it briefly talked about older boxers, benefits of boxing in general, training adjustments over 50 years old, and some safety precautions. So here are some examples of older adults participating in the sports of boxing. For example, Bernard Hopkins, who's a world champion in multiple weight classes throughout his career, who fought his last professional bout at the age of 51. And Hopkins proves that you can still throw punches and move nimbly at the age of 50. Another example is Australia boxing. So their masters boxing is open to boxers who have attained the age of 41 years or even older. So specifically for older adults, a typical exercise for boxing workout like hitting the focus mitts is extremely beneficial for improving the cognitive system. It requires memory, reaction speed, and eye coordination for the ability to manage the distance. Also, the footwork exercise is extremely functional and transitions well to the daily basis by developing a stabilized core, balanced center of gravity, and agility that are super beneficial for fall prevention. However, there has to be training adjustments and safety precautions. For example, for people who are in high risk of falling, um, maybe, for example, if the lower body is injured or has a neuromuscular disease like the Parkinson's, it's better to choose the alternative, which is the seated boxing workout, which is still very beneficial in many ways. And to further reduce the likelihood of injuries, proper protections are highly recommended, like professional hand wraps and gloves with softer paddings and great wrist support. Some extra protection or precaution is necessary for older adults with conditions like osteoporosis as well. The other discipline of martial arts that I will be introducing is Judo. Judo is a Japanese martial art focused on grappling, joint locks, and throws. Punches and kicks are generally not practiced at judo schools. Judo was created in Japan in the 1880s. And here I will be introducing the story of William Burt. For many people, when they reach the age of 59, they may be thinking about relaxing and looking forward to retirement. However, for Scotland's William Burt, he decided to start a new sport and studied judo. He was interviewed in 2019 and said that he has studied judo since 2014 for 5 years at a time. According to Mr. Bird, he had always been a fairly good shape and had a good level of fitness up until his early 50s. But after taking early retirement at 52, he turned into a couch potato, according to him. And four of his grandchildren studied judo, and he attended most competitions to watch them. So he therefore decided to take up the sport. And that is where his judo journey began. On 2016, Mr. Bird went to his first competition at the British Masters Championship and he won the gold medal. But unfortunately, in 2017, he suffered from a heart attack, but he managed to recover and found his way back to the mats in 2018 and even started competing again the following year. And here, specifically for judo, there are some fascinating facts about how beneficial it could be for older adults. So here I'll be introducing the judo breakfall techniques. The graph, the picture in the PowerPoint is showing three different types of basic breakfalls, which are the side breakfall, the back breakfall, and the forward breakfall. So judo is a grappling art, and therefore logically the practitioners in general have a way lower chance of falling with a better sense of balance and coordination. Even during some unintentional falls, judo teaches the breakfall technique, which is a technique of falling properly and reducing as much harm to the body as possible. And the theory is by taking the pressure away, by increasing the area of surface of the contact, and slapping motion to the ground to create an opposite force against the gravity to reduce as much harm to the body as possible. And it has to be performed in a good timing. It has to be timed well that at the same exact moment when the body makes the contact with the ground. And accidental falls cause a huge number of deaths every year among older adults all over the world, and therefore fall prevention is a critical component of a complete training program made specifically for older adults. And to me, my personal viewpoint is that judo training is intense. Not for everybody, for sure, especially for older adults with severe injuries and other diseases. But with modifications, adjustments, and safety precautions, it should be highly recommended and it's better to start sooner than later. And that will be all of my presentation. Thank you for listening.